Hello, the monsoons are here and the rains have continued unabated. It's been a week and this is the time, it's not actually this time, it's always that we are all answering this question, how are you? Isn't it? When we meet friends and family, how are you? At your workplace, how are you? Over the phone, how are you? On your emails, how are you? On WhatsApp, how are you? So very often we are answering this question, how are you? And the answers that I hear very often, very frequently are, I'm good, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. And I think these are the two answers that we hear very, very often. But then sometimes I think, can we try answering this question, how are you, in different ways? Yes, we can. We can. Because we aren't feeling good and fine and I'm really good all the time. There are times when you are feeling okay, and there are times when you are feeling not so good. And then the answers must change. The answers must change. In a formal setup, yes. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm fine, thank you. Now we bring in a variety of answers, okay? The same feeling that we are feeling good and happy and excited. Let's answer that question differently now. Yeah? So you could try this with your friends, you could try it with family. You can try expressing yourself using different vocabulary. Yeah? We'll begin that. So sometimes, how are you? Oh, I'm on cloud 9. On cloud 9? How did you go and perch yourself on cloud 9? How was that possible? Well, there's a theory there, you know. So I've heard that possibly meteorologists, they assigned numbers to the clouds depending on the altitude level. Okay? So a cloud which is low is 1 and then 2 and then 3 and the ascent continues. And then you perch yourself on cloud 9. How are you? I'm on cloud 9. So on cloud 9 is when you're really happy about something that you have been doing. Okay? So you could be on cloud 9 or sometimes, how are you? Over the moon. Oh my God. Oh my God. So you didn't get into the Chandrayaan and go to the moon. Over the moon. How do you go over the moon? Again, it's when you're very happy. You're excited. You're delighted. You're joyful. That's when you're over the moon. Yeah? Sometimes, how are you? I'm on cloud 9. I'm over the moon. I'm on top of the world. My God. On top of the world. That's when you're feeling jubilant, victorious. Yes, you've achieved something. And that sense of achievement, that gives you this feeling of saying, I am on top of the world. My goodness. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. Yeah. Sometimes it can be, I'm ecstatic. Again, overjoyed, happy. How are you? Fantastic. Fantastic. Now, I don't need to tell you what it feels like when you're feeling fantastic. You can all identify with that feeling. Yeah? Sometimes it could be, how are you? Never been so happy. So, never been so happy, which means that yes, you are very, very happy. So these are all a variety of answers that you can give to the question, how are you? Right? Now, all the time You are not feeling jubilant and cheerful and ecstatic. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you're a bit low. You're a bit low. You're not so happy. You're okayish. You're sad. You're feeling low. Yes? And then you can't fake a smile and say, how are you? I'm good. Thank you. I'm fine. Thank you. Because your emotions, they will reflect on your face. So if you're not feeling good from within, it will not show. It will not show. And then the vocabulary that you could use, how you could express what you're feeling like. So in a very formal setup, you could say, how are you? I'm not too good today. Not too good today. I'm feeling a bit unwell. Or it could be, I am doing much better. So that is when you're recovering. Maybe you've been ill, and when you're recovering, yes, I'm much better, thank you. But sometimes you're not so good. You're really ill. And then when this question pops up, how are you? I'm a bit under the weather. Now what would that mean? I am a bit under the weather. A bit under the weather would mean you're not feeling up to it. You are not feeling fit enough. You're unwell. So that could be a way in which you express yourself, saying that you are not feeling up to the mark. All right? Now the same question, when it is posed to you in an informal setup with your friends or family, where you can frankly speak what you're feeling like. So how are you? Oh, I'm miserable, miserable. Again, I don't need to tell you what it feels like when you're feeling miserable, right? I'm not feeling up to it. Terrible. I'm confined to home. I'm confined within these four walls since 1 week. I'm down with a bad cold. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that. You don't need to fake a smile and say, I'm good and I'm fine. You can say that. You're feeling terrible, you're feeling miserable. Sometimes you are exhausted. So say it. Who stopped you? Say it. I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. God, I'm really tired. I must call it a day. I'm really tired. I must call it a day. That is, I can't work beyond this. Yeah. And now I'll give you another expression. How are you? I'm feeling blue. Blue. Now you might wonder, blue is a color. How can you feel blue? It's a color. Yes, but blue is an adjective, isn't it? A color is an adjective. It will describe, it will tell you more about yourself. So I'm feeling blue is when you're feeling depressed, you're sad, you're unhappy. So that could be for whatever reason. So these are a variety of answers that you can give to the question, how are you, depending on how you are feeling then. Yes, let's be honest. Let's be honest. And like I told you, your face will reflect what you're feeling within. So be honest about what you feel and use this vast vocabulary to express what you are feeling, how you are then at that particular point of time. So with that, I would like to leave you with a variety of answers to how are you, and I trust you're all doing well by the grace of God. So long, we'll meet soon. Thank you so much.